The latest inflation uptick does not suffice to hike interest rates, but rather keep the current numbers and monetary policy strictly in place. Even more, the Bangko Sentral expects another uptick in inflation in the second quarter of the year, but well within forecast range and handle. Here's Soo-Jin Kim on the BSP's primary duty to keep prices of consumer goods stable and to adjust interest rates only when necessary.
The latest inflation path has shifted slightly higher, but remains within target. The risks to the inflation outlook continue to lean toward the upside.
Risks increased relative to the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas' assessment last month. Given this, among other considerations, the Monetary Board recommends to maintain the BSP's tight monetary policy settings. Safeguarding price stability is the primary mandate of the Bangko Sentral, and with this, they remain ready to adjust monetary policy settings despite a slightly higher shift in inflation.
The Monetary Board noted that while upside risks to inflation have raised inflation expectations, these expectations have remained broadly anchored.
Additionally, the target repurchase rate still stands at 6.5%, with overnight deposit and lending facilities remaining at 6.0 and 7.0% respectively. Governor Eli Remolona Jr. says the risk to inflation continue to lean toward the upside, with price pressures linked to higher transport charges, elevated food prices, higher electricity rates, and global oil prices.
Potential minimum wage adjustments could also give rise to second-round effects.
Assistant Governor for Monetary Policy Iluminada Sikat adds the central bank expects an uptick in the second quarter of the year. Nonetheless, it would still be within the inflation outlook. The BSP governor mentioned that monetary policy easing could happen by the third quarter, but if the conditions aren't conducive, any easing would take place by the first quarter of 2025.
Growth will have to be really, really weak, and inflation will have to be really, really strong for us to consider.
The BSP continues to retain a hawkish position regarding talks on rate reductions. Soo-Jin Kim from the National TV Network for the New and Better Philippines.